Business aviation in the Middle East is experiencing a robust growth driven by the region's strategic location, economic diversification, and demand from high net worth individuals and corporations. The sector plays a vital role in connecting key global markets, catering to the increasing need for flexibility, privacy, and efficiency in air travel. The UAE, particularly Abu Dhabi and Dubai, serves as a hub for business aviation, supported by state of the art infrastructure, world class fixed base operators, and specialized airports like Al Maktoum International. There are key players like RoyalJet who are expanding their fleets and innovating services to meet growing, evolving client demands. We are talking to Chef, CEO of the Royal Jet, about the opportunities and the challenges in the business aviation. Chef, thanks a lot for talking to Aviation Guide. Can you give us a brief about the Royal Jet vision and the mission?
Thank you first for inviting me to be here. It's a privilege to be here. I love some of the words that you said in your introduction. This is a great time for the industry and for the region. So we're very well placed for that. So RoyalJet has a great part to play.
Yeah.
We have a great pedigree. We've been in operation for more than 21 years.
Yes.
And by name and by customer experience, we are a royal offering.
Yeah.
So this is our
Absolutely.
audience.
Yeah. But what we have seen, RoyalJet has recently unveiled a transformation of its brand as well as the customer experience. Can you elaborate more on the key objectives behind this initiative and how does it sets RoyalJet apart from its competition?
That's a great question, actually. So we are very privileged to be in Abu Dhabi, an Abu Dhabi-based company. And if you look at the brand of Abu Dhabi, let me start there first, is Abu Dhabi is all about being timeless,
Yes.
elegant, and sophisticated. So that's the brand and the philosophy that we invoke in RoyalJet. So every touch point is designed to create a moment of delight for each of our guests traveling with us. That's what we stand by.
That's really interesting to know. With your continuous investment in Boeing business units and the fleet modernization, what factors are driving your fleet choices and how do you align with the current market demand?
That's a good question again, but the answer is easy. The answer is easy because it's to do with the consumer, the ultimate passenger that is traveling. So, like you said, as we are the world's largest Boeing BBJ operator.
Absolutely.
It's a great place to be, but that doesn't mean anything if the customer wants newer products, upgraded fleet. So that's the journey we're going on.
Yeah.
So you mentioned things like our FBO. We even reinvested in our FBO over the last few years. So when you go in there, it's an experience designed to stimulate your senses. So it's the Emirati tradition of hospitality that you can feel and be part of.
I think what we are also seeing, the new customer-centric approach, how RoyalJet is allowing its passenger to personalize every aspect of their journey. Yeah, we have noticed that. How has this approach been received and what are the challenges you are facing in implementing this approach?
The feedback so far has been very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. When you personalize that journey for that individual, it becomes impactful. It's not just the flying.
Yes.
It's now part of the whole experience of going to your destination.
But definitely when you are having this, there are a lot of, challenges in implementing such kind of a very, very personalized service.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the challenge for us is we've got to harness more digitalization.
Yeah.
But we have a process where we actually encourage our travelers, the people traveling with us, to actually tell us a bit about yourselves up front.
Okay.
And then that way we can curate that experience the way the passenger wants. I would have loved to have had some cabin crew here.
Yeah.
The reason for that is that our cabin crew are trained to pick up the cues from yourself.
Okay.
So whether you want to be pampered and looked after throughout the flight, they'll pick that cue up and they'll deal with it. Or whether you want the space, So being able to deal with that, to deal with you as an individual, is our raison d'etre.
What we are seeing is there's a lot of technology integration which is happening, and especially with enhancements like KA brand high speed internet on your fleet. How critical is tech innovation on shaping the luxury aviation experience?
Absolutely critical. And it's just like it in our normal lives is, you may have the iPhone 10, 11, 12, and you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
But as soon as the next variant, the iPhone 16
Uh,
comes out, the 7, everybody rushes to go and buy it.
I agree
So
completely.
there is a panic for that technology.
Yeah.
When you describe about KA band, it's a great platform for us. So you can be on our flight and you can stream a movie. You can stream a movie. Staying connected with work and home is easy,
Yes.
but you can actually pick up your Netflix account and stream your movie.
That's amazing. Like,
But the problem with technology, it keeps advancing. So part of what RoyalJet is doing, we keep our eyes on what's coming next, and we want to be ready for that technology before it hits.
That's we really are excited about it. When we're looking at sustainability again is becoming a growing focus in the aviation industry, and especially when we talk about business aviation, sustainability is like becoming extremely crucial. So what steps is RoyalJet taking to adopt more sustainable practices, or how are you, I would say, adapting them in increasing the efficiency of your services?
So again, we are trying to put in more sustainable aviation fuel.
Yeah.
Uh, but the problem with that is well documented. It is we can't get it in a lot of the airports that we fly to. So unfortunately, we are using it where we can, but not universally. When I look at that, is I think over the next 5, 10 years, governments, oil producers need to come, airports, air operators need to come together to make that more available. So somehow, with the passion and the determination of human nature,
We
we
all
need to
have
get
to
through
work
that
together.
problem.
Yes, to reduce the carbon
Correct.
footprint. Yeah.
But I think the real silver bullets
Yeah.
are going to be technology change. So we need the OEMs, the original equipment manufacturers,
Yes.
the suppliers of the products that we buy, to actually have breakthrough technology that will make a difference. When we look at the vehicle world, we now have batteries.
Yeah.
But then, I read in some quarters that that's already old now. The next technology coming is hydrogen.
Yes.
So, there's a whole leapfrog of technology that needs to happen
Are you
in
also
aviation
looking at
specific.
eVTOL being into the business aviation?
We are looking at that.
Yeah.
But for some of the sectors that we fly to, eVTOL is not the answer. eVTOL tends to have a range of between 50 and 200 miles.
Yes.
Our typical journeys are 3 to 9 hours.
Okay.
So there's no battery at the moment for an aircraft that will sustain you that far. But you're correct. It may be something that our customers
Maybe
want.
the local
Connecting.
experience and
Connecting from one of the Emirates into Al Madin or to Abu Dhabi International to connect on the bigger flight.
we are also seeing the redesign of your VIP lounges, which are focusing on immersive and very calm, restful environment. So, how are you balancing luxury with the functionality to deliver a seamless travel experience?
I think the two are connected. So thank you for your comments. That's what we're trying to create, an oasis
Yeah.
for our travelers when they are going on about their business and their daily lives. So what we want is not for you to experience that waiting time. Enjoy the time, whether it's in the lounge or on board the aircraft. So everything we do needs to come together to create, as you said, and curate that personal experience for our travelers.
You're positioned at a place which is, I would say, a hub of luxury. Yeah, in Abu Dhabi. So, what are RoyalJet's priorities for the next 5 years, and how do you envision further enhancing your services to meet the customer expectations?
The first off is that we do have to, that whole customer experience is our key focus area. We will continue to evolve that. we'll digitalize some of the processes, we'll collect that data so we can be even more purposeful in how we deliver it. So that will last through all the eons of time.
Yeah.
But thereafter is we're looking at aircraft.
Yes.
I did mention that some of the aircraft we need to upgrade the fleet. We will look at probably new aircraft types, and we'll look at new geographies as well. So what we found, you've very graphically epitomized what Abu Dhabi is. We are that conflux of east, west, and particularly with all the geopolitics going on at the moment,
Yeah.
people feel comfortable in the UAE.
Exactly.
The leadership here has vision and is less partial. So with that is you can come into this area and you can express yourself.
Yeah.
So with that is we believe that, RoyalJet services are needed in other parts of the world. We will look to extend the brand geographically into different segments, and actually get to the customers that want our
So
services.
which are the key markets? Just like before we wrap up our interview, what are the key markets which are very, very important for RoyalJet to enter in the next 5 years?
So that we're going through a review process on at the moment. But some of the places it's easy. You just have to look at the people that are using our services
Yes.
or that don't necessarily have services of their own. So literally, if I can use your words, you take us as the middle of that world, look east, look west, and that's the direction we'll be going.
I completely agree with you. So thank you so much for talking to Aviation Guide, and we look forward to collaborate with RoyalJet in future.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.